Hey Trey J, that's hard.
My name is Andrew Money and today is the day. About to catch a flight to Paris, there ain't no other way. Heard the haters, they be talking, they just say what they say. It's Spotify, top streams, catch a play-by-play. I've been hearing people talking since the elementary. Grab a ruler, I'ma school you, don't you dare play with me. Get your binders and your pencils, classes over at 3. And they say my flow is crazy, but neglecting the heat. I'm a headliner, baby, I put some mess in these seats. Wide awake is my city, my name held high in these streets. Shout out DOA Maddie, just send her, hold it down to it. She R.I.P. Sneaker Piper, he fed his family and crew.
Oh, I know y'all heard that, man. That's how we do it over here, man. That was Andrew Money over at 3. New track out on Spotify, man. It's hot. It's really hot. I listen to it almost daily. It makes me want to get up and do something in the day. Makes me want to have to go outside and do that fucking yard work that I always have to do. It's just that song that gets me going, man. Gets my blood pumping. This is the Sound Basement Podcast. I am your unfriendly neighborhood essay. Initials essay. I'm tired, man. I'm out of breath. Y'all got to give me a second. I got to get my composure. It's a new episode of Sound Basement Podcast, so I'm so excited. And I've got such a special guest today. It's like a pinnacle lately. There's a pinnacle. There's something going on. There's a huge rush of people that are here to do the work and people that are here to watch the people that are doing the work. But regardless of what people are doing or not doing, everybody seems to have something to say. But we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. Very excited. I'm very excited. I can't wait for y'all to see everything that we got in store, man. Let me get this banner out of the way, because it's the Sound Basement Podcast. You can catch all episodes of Sound Basement Podcast and many other amazing podcasts and movies on the Starman Films Global YouTube channel. The full title of that and the title of this podcast is on the bottom of the screen right now. Y'all go check all of it out, man. We work hard. We really go work hard for what we do. We bring content upon content upon content, and it's all original. You know, we don't get our titles from the competition's song titles. You know, we don't get the ideas for our movies from the competition's music videos. I won't say any names, but well, we all know the same topic as a discussion every week. We all see the people who are working and the people who aren't working. Us at Lower Music Group, we work. That's all I got to say about that. I got a few things that we're going to talk about. You guys know what it is. Let's get right into it, man. The number one topic is how major entertainment industry outlets prefer major work inlets. You hear me talk about work and not working. We're going to not really talk about not working because that doesn't mean shit. We're going to talk about the actual work, like what it means. Not just monetarily, but perpetually. Until the day that you die, everything that you do makes a difference, especially in the music industry where eyes are on you. People want to remember everything that you do because they're waiting for that one moment, that one tiny second. I mean, it might be something you said. It might be a piece of, Burger King burger wrapper that you threw out your window. People will try to destroy you and crucify you for it. But as long as you're busy, occupying yourself with just work, sticking to your business, what you know how to do and what you know how to do well, you'll find yourself leaning away from trouble and more towards opportunities. You have to do many jobs and you have to do them well. The less you do, the more that these major industries have to do for you once you join, once you get in, Well, we'll just say, since, I'm a musician, we'll just say once you get signed, the less that you do professionally, the more that they have to do for you. Trust me, your mom doesn't appreciate wiping your ass, and neither are these executives. How old are you? What are you really here to do? There's a lot of work to be done. You think that you get to hop behind a microphone and that's it? That's a fairy tale. It's a fairy tale. Just like the person that we're about to bring onto the show today that we're going to talk to, I see daily people putting in work And the majority of time, it still accounts to nothing. And there's a lot of talent around here too, but wise words that I've been told by a very smart man in my life right now is that hard work beats talent every time. And it doesn't really matter what you do. I mean, you could skip rope. If you're the best in the world at skipping rope, you're going to get somewhere from it. The longer you go owing advances, the less that you collect, the less that these industries are going to be interested in you. It's time to start building capital. It's time to start building. Just, just learn new shit is what I'm really trying to say. I can't put it any more simple than that. And it's a time of simplicity lately, apparently, because like the people that don't put any work, a lot of people can't keep up. Learn more shit. Do more. Offer more. Do more for whether it's your family or your friends or the company that you work for. It makes it easier when you treat it all the same. More work attracts more consumers. When you have more consumers, you can take it all to the bank. You know, you can show future investors or future companies that you're going to work for, look at all this shit I did. Look at how good it looks. You know, all of it counts. This does more for yourself than it does for any company. Services are the longest lasting venture. You know, there's going to be services for everything until the end of time. Someone's going to need someone else to do some shit for them. It's, you know, services are important. Even though some of them seem dumb, they're actually 99.99% of services are a necessity. You must position yourself to always be able to do more, work more, and provide more. Make yourself an asset. The more that you can do, the more that you can do well, the more valued you are. You can start to actually leverage some positioning in these deals, man. These people might actually want to give you what you ask for, which is another fairy tale, but it's it's a little bit more possible than just speaking into a microphone and thinking your job's done there. Yeah, you might be good at it, and your beat might be hot, but what else do you do? Is that the only check you're bringing in? You bring in one check every week? I mean, a rapper's check isn't even really that great. You might get a $3 million advance, but that's not your money. You still got to pay that back, and then that's it. You get 0.013 cents of residual on the stream. I've got a couple 100,000 streams. I haven't made a livable wage off of that, and that's just off of 3 songs. So take it from me. Many industries tie together and can be worked on in tandem. Movies need music, music needs visualizers. People that focus on only one avenue can and do make it big, but well-rounded workers rise above all and are noticed quicker. You put yourself out into more places, you're going to put more eyes. You can just put yourself around more eyes. Learn more shit. I can't say it enough. I constantly find myself seeking new services. I then either keep dishing out budgets or I learn the particular trade, save myself money, and start earning through a new source. Over the past 7 months, I cannot tell you, 8 months now, 2020, I can't tell you how much shit I've learned. And then I also can't tell you how many job opportunities I've gained from it. I mean, it's endless. It's almost ironic how the more that I learned, y'all will get it. Don't be scared of work. Be a workhorse. Be steady. Be tenacious. It does pay off. I mean, of course, you got to know the right people. Like, you got to know someone that's willing to bring you into the game. You got to convince someone. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be like your best friend. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be an uncle, though in the music industry that's how it works out a lot of times, but I mean, just give yourself an opportunity to be out, do a lot of stuff which puts you out in a lot of places, meet a lot of people. Speaking of meeting people, I've met someone very recently as a part of the same group that I'm in, Lord Music Group. I would put this guy like within, I mean, words don't describe. I will give y'all 5 artists to go the rest of your whole entire life liking and listening to. 5 artists. Every single person on earth is going to have this guy on that list. I mean, time after time, he's a genre bender. He's the Israel Adesanya of music. And I'm more than pleased to call him my label mate, my teammate, my friend, my brother. Mr. Andrew Money. Man, it's
Up,
you're here,
up.
man. You're here again. It's the
Hey,
second time I've had you on the show, man. How's it? How are
takes
you
time,
doing?
takes time.
How
I'm
are you
doing well.
living, man?
I'm doing well, doing well.
Man, you got to
Uh,
tell me what you got to tell me what's new with you since the last time you've been on the show. You know, you just got to tell me everything that's happened if you can remember since your last appearance on the show.
well, I think last time we were releasing Vision.
Yeah,
So
that's
this
right.
time we or we just released a new music video. We'll talk more about that later. But we also are about to release uh Multiverse. It is my
Oh,
second studio album. It is my first official label album. I'm super excited. It's got a lot of different producers and a lot of different collaborators. It's got my brother Andale 919. He killed his verses. Like he's been a good motivator for me as well, and like keeping me going and everything. Because I mean, like he got his daughter and everything. And he's just, I mean, I can't to like the fact that he can even make time to do things like that. It just it's like damn, like I just like I don't have a kid. Like I don't I have very I the world is my oyster right now. So like I gotta go and get it and like get it. If he can do it, I can do it. He's a big motivator in my life. So like he's like the only feature on the album, and I'm super excited. And I'm gonna be working with more people to come after this project as well. But I'm super excited to get it out because it tells a story, and it's basically the concept of what if I was doing like this? What if I was doing like this type of vibe? What if
oh
like
man, what if?
there's a
You're
lot of
you're
different
you're
vibes.
very strong with bringing like whatever vibe that you put onto it. You're very prominent in whatever like flow you're on, man. So
I
I think
appreciate that
I'm
because
very excited to hear this, man. Every single track keeps
yeah,
getting better, and to hear a collection of them, man.
yeah, it's exciting, and two of them I didn't even expect to be on the album, but we they made the cut, and they had to be on the project. I said yes
Man,
sir,
that's some of that pickiness we were talking about earlier before the show, man.
because
Yeah,
I
you
heard
did.
it. I said there ain't no way I can't put this out. I said this right here. I said I don't know what I was on. You know, I must
Man,
have ate my
just
Wheaties.
give us a track number. What two tracks are we talking about? Are we talking about number 3 and number 7? What tracks
So
do we need to look out for?
uh, all right, so my favorites.
Don't tell us too much, man. We
All
got
right,
some.
so my
We still got to
favorite
pass it on publishing.
Voice Galaxy is my favorite on the is one of my favorites on the album. I think my most favorite on the album is Metaverse. It's the last song on the album.
Also,
Um,
the title track.
yep,
Oh man. Oh
Metaverse
man.
and Royce Galaxy. And Metaverse, I kind of talk about some struggles that I've had. With it's a sensitive topic, but it's something that I went through. So nothing in there like is false. Like I'm very. If I'm not gonna talk about it unless I haven't done it in some sense. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Well, while we're on the topic, metaverse. That's a. I mean, obviously, we all know what the metaverse is, but how does the title of that tie into being the name of your music collective? What exactly does it encapsulate, that title?
As Andrew Money or as the album?
As the album and the collection of music itself, what exactly does metaverse mean for the collective?
So multiverse is
Multiverse.
yeah.
Oh shit.
No, it's fine because I get mixed up too. It multi and meta. Multiverse
Multiverse.
is
No, that makes a lot more sense.
but it I think all of them. I basically wanted to hit home, basically that there is going to be some songs on this album that are a little bit more over the top. There, and you know what I'm saying. I'm having a lot of fun with this because this concept is I'm it's different realities. So in a different reality, I could be doing something else. So some of the and it's not like completely over the top, but it's just like the way like some of the stuff is just way more harder. Like the beats are like a little bit like heavier. Like they're gonna be something you can turn up to. There's a couple you can just chill, smoke out, and all of them really give that feel. It's like, oh shit, like damn, this is what like a different reality almost. There's even a song like this last little piece is Dimensions, and it's like it's not. It's like a. It takes you on like a little weird journey, but the beat is very. It almost sounds like vintage, like what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like '90s hip hop almost, like
Yeah, there you go.
with like some modern 808s.
Oh man, I like it. I mean, man, metaverse, and that's almost a perfect topic for something I was speaking on earlier. I was speaking about tenaciousness, and
Hmm.
as a also as a form of tenaciousness, I'm guessing that multiverse is in itself. This collection of music is just bringing as many different forms or shapes as you can with your music. Would I be
Yes,
correct? Just trying
yes,
to attack a whole lot of angles with one project.
yes.
Then that it's almost perfect that you have this coming out when we're doing this because that it perfectly encapsulates something that a few things that I want to ask you. But I guess speaking of music in general, where you've talked about bringing different ideas and, like I said, different forms of music into one project. But mainly speaking, just generally speaking,
Hmm.
have you noticed a shift in your music? Whether it's the sound or the tone or the feeling or maybe even your method of producing it. Is there any shift at all?
Um, I would say, yeah, completely. I think there's each year that, like, ever since I started, like, each year that I was doing this, like, I feel like, hell, honestly, like, when I first started, I think, like, each month for a little bit, like, I kept getting better and better, and, like, I could see, like, there was a shift, you know? And then, like, after I had done it for a year, it was like, all right, and then I kept just keep doing it, and then like I did it for another year, and like then I could see like a shift because I had just released like some of my best work, like, and I even got a lot of compliments. They were like, "Damn, that sounds like something I could hear on the radio," and I saw a complete shift, and then it was just like, okay, but like, can I keep it going? I just keep going, and like I kept going for like 2 more years, and then I released my first album, and like I saw a complete shift, and I thought like, oh, I can't get better than this, and like, dude, it's just like each time, like it's just a bigger shift, and like I think AMPM, the my last project, my first studio album, that one was like the biggest shift, and I just like took a step back and just listened and just appreciated. I was like, thank God, like for giving me the ability to be like do something like this.
Hell
Like I
yeah.
can make music like this. Like I'm listening to like shit. I made shit that used to listen to like when I was younger, when I was growing
Yeah,
up.
I like it. Well, describe any difference at all between the feeling of your first album and this one coming up in Multiverse.
I think the biggest difference is AMPM was more so it was a love album. And during that time,
Oh,
if you know a little bit about my music, if I have a project, it's going to be about something. It's going to be about something, and or some aspect of my life. Even if it's like a theme, I'm going to have different songs on that album, like that surround the theme, and but there's still going to be a lot of things I'm talking about my life, throughout this album, like multiverse. But with AMPM, this aspect was mainly like, hey, I got my heart broken, and like, yeah, there's some catchy tunes that came out of this heartbreak too, that'll make you happy. But there's some actual like shit, like you need, yeah, I had to get out. So like, if you want to actually like get like listen, if you want to listen to some sad shit, now listen to AM/PM. Like that's and it's a good album. Like it's like a time for like if you want to get through something, like that's an album you want to listen to. And this one, if you want to if you just want to forget your problems for a little bit, and just have a good time, this one, this is the album for you. And
Oh
I think
yeah.
so. I think this one might hit home a little bit better.
So this one coming up is almost like the return of the Mac. It's almost like the turnaround. This is what it's all come down to. And the thing that they say is the third album is the one where it really counts. So you
Yeah,
still have really one more to really put up front and show people, hey, I can still do this too. Man, you're really covering a lot of bases. I'll give it to you, man. You're here and there. You do a
yeah,
good
and
job with it.
I appreciate that because
Oh
it takes time, and I like to do certain things and like put little Easter eggs in like some of my content, and it's like I had a friend the other day, like not too long ago, like to tell me, he's like, "Oh, you said that in this song because you said that in a song 2 years ago," and I was like, yeah, like they're picking up, like I
pretty
do.
much. Yeah.
I see, like they're seeing what I like. I love to do because it's like for the fans that are listening, it's like, yeah, you get it, like,
Oh
and
yeah. Oh yeah, just one extra thing. Just one extra thing for anything that you can add to the music itself, just to get that extra listener or that extra attention. When people know that they have something to listen for, it gives them another reason to listen to the new song.
yeah,
And that's a very good method.
I think I think, like I said, it's just like this is an album that is just gonna really help people let loose. It's a tough time we're living in now, and like we need to just honestly, we just need a good time. We need to relax. Everybody needs a chill, and I feel like this right here, this Friday coming up, multiverse. Um,
Oh shit.
I think it's gonna be. If anybody listens to it all and listens to some of the things I talk about, and there's a pop song, there's uh, like a '90s hip hop vibe, like I said. There is like intros, like you would hear, like to get to the song. Like there's sound
Oh
effects,
man,
there's
dude.
beat switches, there's features, there's the best producer in Wilson, North
Oh
Carolina,
yeah, holistic.
Holistic.
Yeah, shout out, man,
That's my
for real.
boy. I love him. He produced like over half the beats on this album.
Oh
So
yeah, that boy's on fire right now when it comes to Andrew Money tracks. I mean that for real. That boy he can definitely make a track for Andrew Money to sound good on. Like and then what you do. I mean, y'all, it's like the same thing with you and On Delay 919. Y'all two are such a dynamic duo, and then it's like jumping between Holistic's beats, your ability to like
hmm
bend a flow and bring different like angles and aspects, and then on delay he just all he has to do is start talking on a microphone and he makes people want to dance. I mean, his sound is just as undeniable as yours and holistics. So like, oh, hearing your
and
song, oh man.
what me and him got one more song. Like I haven't even put. Like I'm excited to put out. It's called D&D. But like I'm excited to put that out. But I'm putting it on. I think I'm gonna do a EP with just features here shortly. But
Oh,
Multiverse this Friday. Yeah, I'm excited to get it out. I think people are really gonna rock with it.
oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be playing some of those songs on this show. I'm definitely gonna be bringing in the show on some of those tracks, man. I'm excited to hear it. I know I hear a lot about this project of yours coming up. So man, it's about half of what I hear about on the daily. So I'm really excited to hear. Oh yeah, bro. I mean, like there's a lot of work going into it, And I hear almost all of the buzz in the label. So that Andrew Money's hard at work. You best believe I'm gonna hear about it, bro. Like it.
Like I said, somebody had messaged me. Um, it was a dude I went to high school with, and he sent me a long message, and he was like telling me, he was like, "Yeah, I can't wait for the album. Like, we're excited for the journey, man." Like, and I was like, "What?"
See, yeah, everybody sees the work, man. I mean, you're working hard enough to really deserve the attention because you're gonna do something right with it. You know, you're not gonna take those eyeballs and throw it in the trash all for your self verification. You actually
Man,
want to
this
take people on
is
that journey.
man, like at the end of the day, I want to get there so I can help other people get there.
Exa- Yeah,
Like my
yeah.
buddy Aaron, Matt DOA. Yo, shout out Matt DOA. He was gonna be on this project, but it's just like I had a set date, and uh, so we're gonna be doing some remixes and stuff like that, and uh, but that song he's gonna be getting out is gonna be coming out soon. My boy Matt DOA, go check him out as well. That dude's got some heat.
Oh my goodness, so many shout outs, man. We're letting everybody get a plug on the show. That everybody's so busy over here, man. There's so many people to shout out that are actually doing hard work. Like, and
Yeah, and
those
he
are the people
definitely
that
is,
really
man.
deserve it.
Trust me, I don't do that for everybody. So like,
Oh yeah, no, I believe you when you say it, because I mean, I myself, when I see your projects come out, you can see the sweat that was put into it. Like it, all the people that you don't let people get involved in your work. I know, unless they're really about their shit.
yeah, I just, and it ain't nothing. Like at the end of the day, it is nothing personal. It's just there is a certain drive and a certain work ethic that I have, and I'm trying to get to. And I ain't gonna lie, like I be having my days. Like there's days like I'm not like that. I be down. Like I mean, I go through it like depression. Like, and at the end of the day, like I'm okay with telling people that because stuff like that is gonna come. And like they're going and like at the end of the day, if I don't tell people stuff like that now, people go, "Oh, where is he? Is he shutting down?" No, it's just like, no, I be going through shit sometimes. Like, and my music's therapeutic. That's how I get it out. You know, that's how at the end of the day, it's like you keep going, you move forward. Like you write it out, you put it on a song, and then you put it out, and then the world can hear you. You know, it's like how it goes.
And there you go. And you found a way to have therapy and also create value in music with it.
Yeah.
That's really the trick right there. Well, speaking of like what you want to do from all of this, help other people. I guess help other people make it as a goal. But what is the number one? If it's not that, if it is that, just say so. To helping other people get to the same place. But what is the number one goal that you have through this
This is
music,
not.
through all of entertainment?
I'm gonna be honest. Like this kind of ties into helping people. So I do apologize, but it's just my number one goal, and legit is to help myself so that I can get my dad out of retirement, so I can pay him 100 times fold for what he's done for me.
Hey man, preach. I'm trying to do the same
It's
thing for my mother. For
you
real,
know what
like
I'm
preach.
saying? Like that's
Preach. That is mission number
whew,
one for me.
like that dude. He is the greatest thing. Like that's a good man, and
So
that's the
with
main
such a
goal.
with such a good goal, has that been the goal the whole time, or has it changed at any point?
It's been the goal the whole time. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I want to be on Jimmy Fallon. I'm gonna be on SNL. Like, I want all of that. But the main goal at the end of the day is just like, yo, like all those times that I couldn't like pay for the light bill and I needed your help is because I was in the studio and I spent my last $100 on studio time trying to get this work in. You know, like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, well, speaking of studio time and putting work in, what's a small taste of what that work focus is right now? Where do you focus your work? Like what do you spend your time doing when chasing that goal of just trying to get your father right? Like what is not exactly like the work involved, but rather what's one thing that you set your mind to that gets you going to tackle whatever you have to do? Like, what's the mindset that you have to put yourself in?
So yes, it's not honestly with the music. It is 100% natural. It is like brushing my teeth in the morning. That is like a natural instinct. I think it's just life for me. Life is what's very difficult sometimes, to go through and like actually like put that extra, that motivate you to put that extra step in. But with the music, I think it's kind of like natural. It's just like when I have an idea, what motivates me is just thinking of like what it could look like when it's out, and like knowing like how excited I get when I see a project drop, and I'm like, oh
Well, how could someone else create that vision within their own head? Whether it, I mean, and even at this point, try to make it even not only tied to music. How could even if someone wants to cut the most perfect lawn in their front yard that anybody's ever cut in the history of mowing lawns, like just what is one thing that someone can do to envision the goal before they actually do it?
like I said, I think just picture how it's gonna look in your head. Like just take a minute and picture how it's gonna look in your head when you're done. Like just envision it and picture how great like that looks.
So I
And just
guess
think
it,
about how great that's gonna feel when you did it. So just you know what I'm saying? Like just go
yeah,
ahead.
more or less, just look at the rewards that you're gonna reap from it being completed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yep.
have to do that anymore. Now I can move on and start reaping the rewards from the work that I put in. That's an honest enough and pretty straight to the point. I
Yeah.
gotta give, yeah, that's a pretty honest enough answer.
Yeah.
Are there any new avenues that you've encountered that are helping you get closer to that goal?
I think right my DJ that I recently got in contact with, I hadn't uh seen him recently in a couple months, but DJ Unique, he's the one who got me in contact with Limelight to go out there and like just gave me a shot, and I got to do a show with Jay Holiday, you know.
Yeah, that was a Jay Holiday event that you. Yeah, man, I saw you posting all about that all on the Facebook group. Man, that shit was crazy. That
No,
shit
and
was
I mean it
awesome.
wasn't anything like too big. It's just like that was my first like, like
Well, yeah,
technically.
just being involved in a in or at least just being present. Not really, but being present in any type of professional showcase or gathering where there's talented people all in one spot. Just to go there and soak up the information, soak up the auras of other people. You might just act, all you gotta do is stand behind a group of people. You're gonna
Yeah,
end up hearing something. Like someone's gonna give the name of a contact away. They're gonna say
that's what I'm
something just a
saying.
little too loud, and then
And it was just, I mean, it was a good time, and it was just, it felt good to actually just like put myself, like, I got there because like I went and did an open mic night, met him, and then like it just went from there. And it's just like put yourself in a situation, like you don't need to go like out every weekend, but just like occasionally. And this is what I cannot stress enough, man. Don't don't oversaturate yourself. You don't want to be spam. You want to be like fine wine. You want to be like, oh,
oh well,
I,
hold
he
hold
came
on
on
it.
my page and that was smooth. I like that. Like,
Okay, that's what you wanna present yourself in a fine way.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you
Okay.
want to kind of come
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have
Well,
said a better analogy,
well,
but
no, no. We'll elaborate. And what's something that they can do to make themselves less like spam? Because
I
I'm sure you
think
could probably start off with not, maybe like, good clothes. Like how would one speak when speaking
I
to
don't
these
even.
people?
It's not even necessarily the clothes. I think it's just literally your life and whatever you're doing is a story. Like who you are, what you're doing, whatever it is you're doing. You could be a chef. You could be, working as a server every night and you're going to chef school and you're trying to get this money so you can get all that collect all your money so you can pay for your tuition so you can go ahead and you can be a professional chef. And if you have an Instagram, you and like say you're in class and you're doing like you're gonna be doing like cooking something. Just pull out your phone and just be like boom. You just cook something. And you
Just
haven't posted
put it
say
out there.
yeah, and you haven't posted in a week. And like but people know the last post you were cooking something. And then for a week they didn't see you. And then the next week, guess what? They see you cooking again. Oh, that was nice. I like that. Can't wait for the next one, you know? And it's just like, then you do that every week. And then after a while, you do it like every day. You do it every day. You do it every day. And
Yeah.
like, it's now, I will admit, it's the toughest thing to keep going. Like, it's super easy to get started, but it's real tough to keep going. Because I had actually like dove into drinks with Drew and like was making the bartending
Yeah.
videos, and I
I
love doing them.
remember.
I had so much fun, and like I was getting a lot of reaction, and that's how it started. And then like it got real busy where I was working, so I couldn't do the videos as much. So and like, but everything happens for a reason. You know, got to take a step back from that. I gained a little. All during that whole time, I gained 250 subscribers on my page organically, just from
Oh
those
yeah.
shorts. And you know, like I'm gonna get back into it. Like around fall time, get ready because more drinks with Drew are coming.
Oh yeah, man. I like myself a nice rum and coke. You gonna have to teach me how to make my drinks taste good, man. 'Cause I
Dude,
just
I could. Yeah, I got some.
put the cherry coke and the bamboo in the cup. That's how I bartend. But
Dude,
yeah,
I
you
mean, it's
definitely
a.
got to
Dude,
show me
it
how to
gets
make it taste
busy.
good.
I'm telling you, it gets busy where I work, man.
Oh, so you actually do it for a living. You are actually bartend.
Yeah, I bartend at Ribeyes, and I will say like
That's
uh
what I was looking for, man. Shout the shit out. Plug it.
Ribeyes. That's a family out there. My manager Anna Salia, I love her to death. Oh my god. And my girl Breezy, she dope too. Yeah, it's like
Man,
a real family out there. Like
tell the
it's
city and
yeah.
street.
Swansboro, North Carolina, Cape Carteret. That's the city. Y'all go check us out. Get a ribeye.
There we go. There we go. We're gonna expect sales to skyrocket. You son of a
Yeah,
bitches, get out there. You show them some love. They deserve it, man. They're more hard workers, just like we've been talking about. They've been working so hard, so
dude,
much
and
longer
they
than I've
all
been doing
deserve it.
what
I
I'm
will
doing.
admit, like everybody in that damn restaurant works their ass off, and they deserve everything. We deserve every penny we get. Like I'm telling you, we bust our ass.
Hell yeah, no, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm sure y'all work hard.
Not to get off topic, but me and my manager were talking today. I was like, you know what's upset, and he was like, what? And I was like, servers really are like some of the backbones of like the food industry, and like the people that work for the IRS and stuff. They love going out and getting catered, but they don't want to pay servers what they are worth. Anytime we make more money than we're supposed to, they want you to make about 25,000 a year. If you make about 40 a year, they will tax the hell out of you and be like, "No, you shouldn't have made that," even though you made it.
Oh,
It's
yeah, I was
messed
about to
up.
say. That's, welcome to America.
It's messed up. They'll be like, "Nah, man, you did something wrong."
They're like, yeah, you wrote down the number on your own check wrong, so now we got to take it back.
It's like, what are you talking about? They tipped me $300. Nah, they didn't.
It's like it's like we fucked up, so now you got to pay for it.
It's like you give me 600, and I'm gonna give you 400.
Oh
What?
shit! All right, we're gonna get this channel taken down. We gotta. Oh shit! IRS, hold on. The IRS is calling me, man. Hold on, give me a minute. Oh shit! All right, moving on. Next quit. So you've had all these. I guess most of your avenues haven't really changed. The sound has changed, but really the mission has remained, and your methods upon the mission on the music have all been pretty consistent. They've all been pretty just much stayed the same. You've stayed tried and true, and it's all helped you all up to now. And looking forward, it's looking like you're on the right path.
Hmm.
Out of all of these methods, all of these things that you're doing now, entertainment wise, are there any projects that have opportunities for you to fulfill multiple jobs? Now, I know that you just did a song, Akuzar. You were able to not only record and perform the song, but I heard you actually had a hand in the music video as well.
Yeah, and
Give
I
me
can't
te-
take the full credit. The two models that were in it, they killed it. Lottie G and Helen Thompson.
Oh
They
yeah,
did a great.
we're gonna see more about that later. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did a great job. And but yeah, as far as that, I actually plan on. So I mean, I got a couple like projects here and there. Like I'm gonna be dropping some singles. Like I'm not gonna completely go ghost while I'm working on this project. But after Multiverse, get ready because it's gonna be I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. It's gonna be my fourth album, and it's gonna be about my life. And I'm gonna be playing different roles in this because if everything goes the way that I'm planning to go, I am going to be filming a movie like for this project. Like I'm going to be starting from the beginning, and like I might get some people to help film. I'm gonna like try to edit. Like I'm gonna tell a story, and like through the songs of this album, and
Almost kind of like a real album.
mhm.
They don't do that anymore.
And like I will admit, I could have done it with Multiverse. I really could. It's just like now is not the time. It's just like
That's doubling up the workflow too. Like people don't realize how much extra time it takes just to record a skit. A 30-second skit could take a month,
yes,
especially
it
if it's
could.
more than just yourself being on the audio recording. Like,
Plus, like if I go ahead and just like start it, and like I have this mindset, it's just like I'm writing this song. All right, I don't even have to have the song written yet. I can go film before I've even got. I just know. I already know how my flow's gonna go. So just go out there and rap it. Get it filmed. Boom. I got the clips. When I got the song ready, I start piecing it together. Boom. I got a video right there. I can essentially, like you get what I'm saying.
yeah, so out of this new project, the majority of your roles will be performing, recording, doing videography, doing video production and editing, and
Yep.
then referencing all of it at the end of the entire process to make sure that it holds up.
Yep.
So that I I
And
gotta
I
say,
think I'm gonna do
if
it
I
my
might
own
say so
self.
myself, that's a pretty tenacious project. I mean, I
Yes,
gotta
sir.
say,
Like, it's gonna be
yeah.
all. I'm trying to do something different, man. You've seen people like, because I'm not a producer, but I do make videos.
No,
So
man, you're a producer. Take it from a producer. You're a producer. You do.
I
I
just don't
mean,
know it yet.
you know
I could.
you don't have anything that has your name in those quotations saying producer, but you do a producer's job. That's what makes a producer is the person who does the job,
Yeah.
and you do the job. So you're a
Yeah.
producer, man. I mean, like yeah, you put this shit together. You're the person that gets all the assets into one spot, lines it up in the order that it needs to go, and make sure that it flows through.
Hmm.
That's what a producer does. You're
Yeah.
a producer.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. You kind of right. Learn something new every
That's a
day.
producer. Yeah, I mean that's I mean and it's not only just for your music. Like I hear about what you do to tie things together. It's with the music videos, the music. It's having those. It's being a producer in itself is having multiple roles. It's being able to. It's be fulfilling the holes that you need to fill in just to make sure that it flows.
Speaking of multiple roles, I will be dropping a music video on my YouTube page. First of all, I do want to say I appreciate Starman Films for releasing it on his page. That means a lot, and uh, yeah, shout out Sean. But Multiverse will be dropping August 25th, the music video with the album as well, and Key Forte shot the music video, and I edited it, and I'm excited to get it out. I wanted to go for like a '90s hip hop type of music video, like those old vintage, like.
Man, we can't go 2 weeks without hearing some new music from Andrew Money. What the hell is going on? Do you sleep? Do you sleep, man? I think you, man. I like your work ethic, man.
But
I
yeah,
like
so
your
like
work ethic.
my mindset was like when I dropped the album, I have to have a video for one of the songs on the album. It just makes sense.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, more and more, I guess, especially in lore, more and more we've been noticing that each project doesn't need a visualizer. I guess that has been one of the topics of discussions. But I'll give it to you, man. You specifically know how to put one together. I don't mind watching an Andrew Money visualizer because I know that I'm actually going to see something original and interesting. Something's
Yeah.
going to be wacky and colorful, and I'm going to have to rewind it just to be like, hold on, what the fuck was that? I gotta find out what that
See,
was.
that's
Let me.
that's what I'm saying. Like, and like that's what I'm trying to do. Like at the end of the day, these music videos you're seeing, like they're so like great because they have so many different things in them. At the end of the day, I'm trying to put together like a bunch of different effects and like different like sceneries, different locations,
Yeah,
location,
you've
location,
put
location.
yourself in a few locations just in this video that we're about to show at the end of this episode, man. You have you've just about mastered that green screen, dog. You've got me over here looking at Amazon being like, I gotta find myself a $7 green screen, but I've only got $6. What? Oh, okay. I read lip vernacular very well. Fuck Amazon. That's the text message I just had come across my screen. Hold on, I'm getting a message from the IRS and Walmart saying stop plugging us on the fucking show.
Wait,
And
really?
I'm just gonna no.
Oh, I was like, whoa, shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Money.
I said, oh, damn.
Damn man, that would be giving me way too much credit. I don't even think the only reason why the IRS is watching me is because they want to make sure I don't owe them. I've had to pay taxes over the past few years, and now they're watching me. They know they're not getting theirs off top.
Yeah.
Oh god, number one fear, man. Number one fear. Most gangster person I knew was Tupac, but he always paid his taxes. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh man. So even if you're for your own work and art, would you call all of these different jobs that you're fulfilling a requirement, or is it something extra that you're just chasing for?
It's not necessarily a requirement, but I think what is a requirement, you need to find something else. Like, I mean, granted, look, you can hit the lottery. Like, and I mean, and like you can have a hit song and like it could blow up. But I mean, I will say this to a degree, like somebody, if they are really, 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 really talented, like they're under, like there's gonna be a point where they're undeniable, and like it's their passion is just gonna shine through them regardless if they want it to or not. Like that's just how it is,
Oh,
and
that's the most solid thing you ever said.
you know what I'm saying.
Oh
It's just
my
like it
goodness.
ain't as much as you try to fight it. It's in you, brother.
And just
Stop. You know what I'm saying? Like it's there. Like you can't.
get up to the microphone and say it again for the people in the
It's
back. Just say
there, and
that
you
one
know
more
you love
time.
it, bro. You can't get away from it, man. Like this shit is here for a reason, man. You just gotta find some, but like if that, like you gotta find something else that could bring you eyes to that. That's the reason why I did the drinks with Drew video. At the end of the day, I do love making drinks. I was doing something that I enjoyed, but I was mainly doing it because not everybody wants to hear my music, and that's the cold hard truth. People
So
don't.
yeah, you found the requirement and you filled it just as a means of new content,
Yeah,
just
so
trying to
I'm
fill in
making
the
drinks.
gaps.
Guess what? They get to hear the this effect, this estate, man. And I'm pouring my drink, and they're like, "Oh my god, I love
Yeah,
that drink."
you're finding a way to speaking of mix
Hmm.
and drink, you're also mixing content.
Yeah,
I
so
like
it's just like you, and then like it crossbreed, and so like
exactly.
while we're sitting here campaigning, and doing everything we need to do for the rollouts and everything, guess what? I'm getting organic growth in there as well because I'm getting people from my YouTube watching me make cocktails. They go, "Oh, that's dope. I'm gonna go see what his music about."
Hey man, I hope
Oh,
y'all are taking notes.
it's
And
just like you, and it's anything, man. Like you literally, like if you see a like, dude, if you pick up a honey bun from the gas station, pick up your phone, do a YouTube short, and I don't do it all the time. I'm guilty of that. It's just like I'm telling you, even if you just do it once a week or try to, like even if you just do it once and then don't do it again, just try it. Take a video, be like, today we eating a little Debbie honey bun, and just be like, taste test review little Debbie honey bun
taste
hashtag da da
test
da da.
review.
And then like I'm telling you, like you be surprised. Everybody gonna go out there and be like, oh that look good. People be high as hell at 2 a.m. like, oh that shit smack.
Oh my god, yeah,
And
tell
they'll
me
be
about
making
it.
fun, dude. I have people make fun of me, and it's the funniest shit. See, like some people would let that discourage you. That shit hilarious to me. I'm
Hey,
like, come on.
any
that
press is
shit,
good press.
he said, people be
Any
like,
press is good press.
that shit
For
is
real.
funny as hell. Like I just be like, that's funny.
Hey
Like,
man, any type of reaction that you can get, as long as you're getting those interactions in on your post, that's what. Speaking of industry biggies, that's what they don't care what the people are saying. They just want to know that they're clicking on your post, so you're getting
yes,
something
sir.
out of it. So
Yeah,
that's the goal.
yeah.
Well,
We'll do that.
we're gonna start closing up this episode, but before we actually officially close it on a music video from our friend, I normally have people sum up the whole episode in as small of a sentence that they can. As the topic of today is tenaciousness, and that's doing as much as you can to go towards a goal. What is one piece of advice? And I know I already kind of asked this to you earlier, but sum it up in just as few words as possible. What is something that people can do to help them become more tenacious? To help them fulfill as many jobs as they possibly can to expose themselves the most as possible in the industry? What is one thing that people should aspire and chase?
I think at the end of the day, just don't forget why you are doing it. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget about the journey. Enjoy it. And just like, take your time and realize like quality over quantity. I know it's overused, but it's true. Like you want to make sure what you are putting out is the best that you can bring. Maybe not like ever, but in that setting, make sure everything you're doing is like just take that, and that doesn't even mean just take the extra time. Don't overthink it.
Maximum effort, take your time.
Yeah,
Is what I'm getting out of it. Maximum effort, take your time. Ladies and gentlemen, the most consistent man on the earth, Andrew Money. Don't forget what the mission is. I mean yeah, that was the answer I was looking for. I mean, you hit that right on the head.
hmm
Is there any advice in just a few words to older and newer artists alike that are coming into the game, or maybe that have been in the game for a while? Just anything in a few words.
uh, like I said, just make sure you're just staying true to yourself, and just don't worry about anybody else. Like I mean, but that at the same time, don't don't be a dick.
Don't
Don't
be
act like you the shit. Don't and like give people the cold shoulder and stuff. At the end of the day, like I mean, people gonna talk like it is. We all talk, but it's just like when we in the same room, we're all artists. We respect each other. We soldiers of the same struggle. Like don't give us the cold shoulder just because you might think, oh my stuff's harder or something like that. It's just like we are all most of the time like all the artists we working with. It's like most of the time we all living in North Carolina or like we stick even if not we're all here and we're all rappers or artists or musicians trying to make it in this game. And it's just like, come on, let's build each other up
Yeah.
because
Yeah, you heard them, people. People want to be your friends when you're not an asshole.
Yeah.
So stop being an asshole. Because I'm
Don't get
sick of it, too. I want to be your friend, but you're a dick. So that's why I'm not your friend.
No, nobody in here. I'm just saying, like,
No.
But for real, don't be a dick, bro.
Yeah, he said it, not me. I was just repeating what he said. Don't be a dick. No, but that's true enough. That's something I've been focusing on lately too. Is I gotta make people want to like me too. Like I can't just put myself in a situation and be like, yeah, now you want me around now.
Yeah.
I gotta
but at the end of the
provide
day,
that
you do
service.
you do gotta know your worth and stay confident too. Like, don't ever, because I know, like, from day one, man, I knew it when I figured out my name. I was like, yes, this is it, and I was just like, I gotta be confident with it because, like, I just
Yeah.
know if somebody's like, hey, like, oh, you make music, I can't be like, yeah, like,
Oh yeah, you gotta show them the Spotify on site.
I'm
You
like,
gotta,
oh yeah, man, like, I'm telling
you
man,
gotta
like,
take them to the link on site.
I'm that dude, like,
Yeah, you gotta show them something like a brand new music video from Andrew Money called Akuzar, something that's gonna be featured right now on Sound Basement Pod. You gotta do something like hit. Oh, what does this button do?
Shout out to your crew. Vive la raza.
Mamacita, shorty sweet, she tasting like a suka. I'm a puppy and the wine fresh, just like a new car. Azúcar, yeah, azúcar. Azúcar, yeah, azúcar. Mamacita, shorty sweet, she tasting like a suka. I'm a puppy and the wine fresh, just like a new car. Azúcar, yeah, azúcar. Azúcar, yeah, azúcar. Carnival, I eat a beat like a carnival. I be lit at the party like carnival. It's as soon as the carnival. Been telling you I've been through it all. I ain't Spanish, but I love that culture. Family, keep it fly like vulture. Me familiar, so nostalgic, got me feeling so familiar. Viva la raza, Eddie Guerrero. My flow is hot, caliente and fuego. Shout out to Celia Cruz now. La nigga